I guess here is the first official episode since I don't know when. So I am mixing up 2-part resin, and what I'm doing is a brush up mold into the hands and the feet, because if not, when I go to pour it in, it will create bubbles because it is so small. So I like to brush it up. Now, if you were to do this, you don't want to use a good brush because it's going to ruin it. And that is pretty much how I do all of my molds for each doll part. And I get the art cast, I think it's called Slow Pour. I order it from a company. It used to be Bitty Mold Supply, but they closed. But they carry the same kind at another location in Georgia somewhere. I forget the name of it. If you want to know, just ask. I'll post you the link. I should post it in the description, but I'm so bad at it. I don't like doing it. It's horrible. I'm also squeezing the mold to squish out any air bubbles, because sometimes with the spouts being so tiny, the bubble can't come out. So you'd have like the doll fingers, a bubble, hollow wrist, and yeah, can't be having that. So and it turns white once it's cured. You can see the cup in the middle there. That's 100% cured. That's the color it will be. Cured to the point where it could still be squishy, like you want to wait to pull the parts out. I tend to not like the weight. I like to see by tapping, as long as it's not sticky. I want to make sure, as long as it's not sticky, because therefore it's not going to be toxic, but it's going to be still a little squishy. And it will make trimming these doll parts much easier. I just thought I would do a whole refresher, since I have almost 1,000 subscribers, a whole kind of like walkthrough in my process of doll making. Just because, you know, I got over focused on making miniatures and doll houses. It's like I need to go back to square one, sort of where I began, because I don't have any room for doll houses and dioramas. So as I'm pulling the doll parts out, they are still they're like spongy feeling. And I'm able to just peel off most of the seams. I think I'm insane. Like, but I just love this whole process. It is annoying, but I absolutely love it. I feel like it creates a one-of-a-kind look. I've not seen, you know, dolls look like this. It's very hard. I don't know if I can pull it off doing this every weekend, because it's very hard on your body. like the hands and the tiny. I was like painting the face today, and I was sweating and holding my breath because it was like so small. I almost passed out. So anyway, so yeah, this is how I trim the parts. I don't know what those little plier cutter things are. What are those? They're great. Absolutely love them. Oh, I think they came with the 3D printer to cut the, what do you call them? Here we go. You missed my brain buffering? Oops. Don't want to be rubbing on the mic. So I get gel super glue. I do have like very few bubbles. I fill the bubble with super glue gel, and then I dip it into baking soda, and it makes this solid, amazing patch, bubble patch. There you go. And sorry, I'm off screen. I just get scared that, like, I don't want my body in it, like, in the shot. So I get paranoid, and then I slowly bring everything closer to me, away from the camera. Oh, anyway. So we're doing bubble patching, and I love that term. And I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. We went to see Nosferatu Christmas Day because we were feeling a little Scroogey. And it was epic. I was able to go to the movies, eat popcorn, drink soda, and not have my OCD shenanigans interrupting me. It was fantastic. Felt a little weird. I was like waiting for panic attacks, anxiety to like come flying out, and it didn't. So, and it got me super motivated to make this freaking doll Ellen, Johnny Depp's daughter. So cute. I love her. She's so creepy and cute and beautiful. All right, so now I am drilling into the foot ball joint and the hand ball joint. Oh, I guess I already did that. And then I'm putting these metal pegs through. I will super glue them into place and patch it with baking soda. What these are for the elastic strings to go through. So the doll, I can articulate and move it. It's stretchy but tight. And I just know with elastic, though, over time, it kind of breaks down. So if any of you guys know of anything that doesn't break down very easily, definitely let me know. Because eventually I'm going to have to replace the strings, and I would have to take like the head apart and mess up the hair and everything. So gotta get better products, I guess. But I'm doing things like on a budget, so it's all good, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm a chatty Cathy. So that will make up for whatever I'm doing. I was probably having trouble with something, and I always bring it close to myself. I mean, this is tedious insanity, but it's so therapeutic. Can't explain it. All right, so I strung the doll because I thought, you know, it's kind of boring. I should have shown it, but if you want to see how I do it, just let me know. I think I might show it in previous videos, so you might have to check that out. I don't remember which ones. I am doing layers, dusting on pan pastel, and then I go outside and spray with matte crystal clear. And I just keep doing layers until I like the tone of the skin. I didn't realize I captured like the entire process of pigmenting this doll. Good Lord. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to start blushing the joints and other areas. I just, I like trying to make it look as realistic as possible. I know it doesn't. I also like to leave some imperfections just because humans are we're not symmetrical, we're not perfect. So I like to kind of keep flaws in there. I just feel like it gives a character. Now, if the face was all messed up and I'm trying to make it look like a character, of course, I don't want any flaws there, but... And if the body's going to be covered in a costume anyway, like, it doesn't really matter. But let's say, basically I'm contouring. But let's say I'm making a doll where most of the body is exposed. Like, I will probably have to pour resin into those blue molds over and over and over again if something doesn't come out perfect, because if you wanted a doll to be flawless, like, oh my gosh, it would make me crazy. I think I could do it. I think I've done it before, but it is very tedious. I don't know any other way, unless I had like those plastic injection machines, and they like shoot the hot plastic into the metal plated molds. Like, I wish I had that, but I don't, and I don't know how to carve into those metal thingies, the plates. Like, you have to have a factory do it for you, and they would have to have like a file of my doll. I don't have a file of the doll because like I just carve everything sort of by hand. for the most part. I 3D printed the hands and the feet because I cannot get little piggies that small with like a tool. I'd have to do it with a needle, and I don't want to do it with a needle. But so we did blushing, contouring, and what is next? Derwent watercolor pencils. These things are so cool. So I'm wetting a very thin brush and darkening the nostrils, doing eyeshadow, the eyebrows, the contouring in the ears with that as well. And I learned this from a lady that kind of customizes Monster High dolls. I picked this up from her using the Derwent watercolor pencils. Sorry, I was reading a text and trying to explain to you at the same time. Good Lord. I don't have ADHD at all, do I? How many acronyms do I have? So yeah, I can draw on directly with these pencils, or if I want a more feathered, more fine line, I go with the wet brush. And I kind of went heavy on the detail because, like in theater, you kind of want your makeup to be heavier so it pops more. But I try to do not too much, especially on small scale, because then it just would look like a blob on her face. And this is where I was holding my breath, about to pass out. I was like sweating, trying not to breathe to paint this small. I've lost my mind. I honestly did not think I would get this doll complete this weekend. It is like all I did. I couldn't stop. And it didn't feel like it took up my whole weekend at the same time. Like it was actually fun, and I had time to relax and get things done around the house. But I am still in the process of reworking my male doll. I have to mold him still before I can make copies. So I want to get that done so I can make Nosferatu. And I use nail polish for lipstick. And then when you're all done with the contouring and the face paint, you want to spray it with matte crystal clear everything. Just to keep it set in place. You don't want it to rub off easily. I went a little deeper with the contour in the eyes because it just did not look like Lily Rose enough. I wanted her eyes to look very dramatic. And I needed to do a little contouring on the nose and under her lower lip to kind of make her chin pop a little more, because it was just sort of wasn't popping enough. So these are the eyeballs. I think I used seed beads and molded those. And then it has an indent for the pupil. I'm just doing the whole iris black because her eyes are very dark. And let me tell you, trying to do a very fine dot pupil makes me crazy because I mess it up and then I have to start over and over and over and over until it's like just right. Makes me crazy. Looks good, but oh my god. What am I doing? Where did I go? How did I miss this? Totally MIA, not doing anything. Okay, there I am. Oh, I was probably looking for something. Yes. Oh yeah, I was looking for her eyelashes. So I get these eyelashes from More Studio. It's a puppet supply store. One of my favorite places to shop at. That's where I got all the stop motion parts. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do stop motion. I tried it for my intro video. I was like, never again. Anyway, so I put a blob of super glue gel onto that tissue. I dip the eyelash, just like how we put eyelashes on, false ones, and stick it on there. And I'm slowly moving away from the camera. She was very sad in the movie, and she looks a little too extra sad with what I did. But I'm working with it. So then I cover the eyeballs with resin to sort of seal them up, make them shiny. I used a lighter to pop bubbles. And then, so there's no stickiness, I use the Mod Podge Dimensional, super shiny, fast drying gloss paint. Then we pop the eyeballs in there, and then I attach them with the Bondic pen. I'm just adding some more to keep the eyeballs secure and in place. Huzzah! So, I got this ribbon, this black ribbon from Temu. Is it fringe? What do you call it? Ribbon, fringe? Anyway, I did like a tiered dress all the way up. It's not exactly like the movie, but like, I don't think I could sew that small. Sorry, my cat has a hairball and it's doing it in my other cat's face and she's slapping him. Miyagi! He can't help it. Sorry. Anyway, I'm just glue gunning it together to just get the gist. I sew the arms like after I glue gun it to really secure it. I don't know. I don't know how to sew the detail that's on this fringe. I cut little holes for the arms, and we are just hot gluing that. So, anyway, I just like easy and fast because everything else is so like time consuming. It's like, all right, I'm ready to see the costume. Like I'm playing dress up. It's crazy. I definitely get into my inner child. Like, let's just hurry up and slap this dress on. Oh, it's so cute. And I did 3 dots down the sleeve of hot glue. And then I did attach the shoulders by sewing. I did that all off camera. You guys, really, you don't need to see me sewing. Now I was doing the hair. So the texture of this has changed. It's called silk roving. I don't know exactly what that is, but the Popovy sisters who make those crazy giant ball jointed dolls, that's the kind of hair they use. But this texture of hair I almost prefer. It's like for felting, but it doesn't say that it's wool. I don't know what it is, but I like it. It's almost like when you brush out yarn. It's like that kind of texture. I don't know if it curls or not, but because her hair is up, I can tie it in knots. So that's how I made her bun. I just tied it into knots, and then for the hair tie, I use string. And I guess I should have showed how I did all that, but I was just sort of like, I really just want to get this done and get my video up. That's my problem. And then you guys miss stuff. I mean, if that's something you want to see, definitely let me know. Like the whole process of doing doll hair. You know, and I use my phone to record, and I get tired of putting it up into the thingy with the ring light thing. What do you call it? Oh, now I'm looking for the back of her head. There we go. So like doing hair wefts, you do the bottom row first of hair, the second row, and then I did a third, and I folded it backwards, like where her bangs are, backwards. And now I'm making her bonnet with the same material I made her dress out of, but I trimmed it. What I am doing is cinching, scrunching with a needle and thread, tying it tight, basically making a scrunchie with just the bottom, and then it like makes it fan out, and it's stretchy and shaped like a bonnet. Worked out perfect. And I did hot glue gun it to the back of her head. And the perfect thing, which I cannot wait, I got one of those Miniverse like home kits. You do like the flowers in the vase in resin. Well, I had flowers that looked like lavender or lilac. I don't remember which flower it was in the movie, but look how cute that is. Love, love, love. Okay, and I had to add her dad, Captain Jack Sparrow, because like it was the same era. And look how cute they are together. You can tell they're related. I just thought it was so cute. But anyway, thank you all for being here and supporting my channel. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you love this episode and let me know what else you want. Have a great one.